I'm Derek Manfield and you're watching Toffee TV.
Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the aftermatch reaction to Everton 2, West Ham United 0. Just back in from Goodison. Excellent result in the end. The first half wasn't great, but I thought Everton got better and better as the game went on. Let's begin with the team. A bit of a shock, Joe Robles coming in for the injured Martin Stekelenburg, and also Phil Jagielka, maybe less of a shock, dropped down to the bench and Funes Mori came in. I honestly thought there might have been a case for Mason Holgate to come in as well, but Ronald Koeman went with Coleman, Oviedo's the fullbacks, Williams and Funes Mori. Barry, Garner, Barkley, Kevin Morales kept his place in the side, Balassi and Romelu Lukaku up front. And the game was a bit flat, the first. Certainly, I thought West Ham started quite well. The first 20 minutes, I thought they were on top in the game without really creating anything. They had good control of the ball, thought Noble. Antonio was a handful, making decent runs, good strength. Lanzini was bobbing around, and they had decent possession without really doing anything. And Everton really had to try and work hard to get in the game. The times when he pressed high up the pitch, he'd done a really good job. But too often just left Lukaku to do the pressing, and they had three centre-backs, so he'd sprint one place and he'd knock the ball. You can't expect him on his own to be doing that running, because it's going to knock him out. You want him going full pelt when he's got the ball or when we're attacking. So to do that high press, which we need to do and which Ronald Koeman wants us to do, you've got to have two players either side doing it. Now, it was too sporadic. At times, Balassi would go and do it and Morales would go and do it, but at other times, we dropped really deep. My little fella behind me. We dropped too deep and left Rom isolated, and it didn't work for us. So it allowed West Ham to play out from the back quite comfortably, and they were quite comfortable in what they done. One of the bright spots in the first half, Barkley done, it was a good little move, and Ross Barkley turns inside and it's a shot which deflects, and Adrian pulls off an absolutely fabulous save. He's going the other way, shot deflects and he puts out the arm, and it's an absolutely fantastic stop from him to keep the game at 0-0. And we had half opportunities, we had a couple of shots that got blocked, we had moments where we'd get in and around the box and it wouldn't fall right, or we didn't get the connection we needed. West Ham looked, on the break, looked lively. They got in a couple of times in that opening 20 minutes. I think Obiang, it might have been, or Antonio skied one in the first 15 minutes with probably their best move. What impressed me about West Ham was in the first half in particular, when they broke, the movement was so quick. Everyone was running either way. Can't believe he's just randomly stood with his face against the door. He's gone off to finish his colouring. West Ham's movement was really good in that final third, and it kind of showed us up, because we'd break, and Ross Barkley put a couple of great balls through, and we just couldn't get on the end of stuff, or we didn't get enough bodies round us. We had shots that were blocked. We got to half time, it was 0-0. Frustrating half. I think we worked hard enough. There was no question about the work rate, but it was just too static in that first half, in the final third. Second half came out and we kind of kicked into life after 3 or 4 minutes. Again, West Ham probably started on the front foot for the opening 3 or 4 minutes, but into the second half, Everton got lively, started getting in and around, and Balassi pushed up higher, Lukaku was pressing, Morales was trying to do the same. And it took a run from Seamus Coleman. I don't think Seamus had a particularly good game. He wasn't poor, but I just don't think he had a particularly good game. Goes on a run, cuts inside, hits it with his left foot. Adrian makes a good stop, spills it. And Balassi's got no right to get to the ball, but he stays alive. He slides, he commits himself, clips it across, and Romelu Lukaku heads it into the net for the 9th successive game against West Ham United. He scored. They must be sick of the sight of him. Fantastic for us. Put us 1-0 up. It was always a case then of, once we gone 1-0 up, could we build on it? Would the confidence come flowing back? The crowd were bouncing after that, and Everton just played with a little bit more fluency and started finding holes in the West Ham defence. We looked as though we were going to kill a game off. They did have a couple of attacks where they were dangerous. Mark Noble had a great shot which Joe Robles pushing on the post. It was a fantastic save. And there was another quick break from West Ham where Antonio plays it round the corner. I don't know whether it was Ayew or whether it was Payet. I haven't seen it again, so I'm just going from memory at the game. Got in, and Oviedo comes across with a fantastic challenge to block a shot. Other than that, West Ham didn't really do much. And Everton went on, and should have got in a few times where the final balls let us down. Ross Barkley's had one which he's just dinked over the bar. It was a good effort. Roms had a shot into the arms of Adrian, but we kept going. We were looking dangerous. We had lots of corners. We just couldn't really get any purchase on them. The keeper's making good save, but we get the second goal. Barkley, fantastic turn in midfield, uses his strength, plays the ball over the top for Lukaku to run onto. Rom, head down, runs, holds it up, looks up, clips it back, and Ross has made a fantastic run into the box and just finishes it first time in his left foot. Great finish. The relief was incredible around Goodison Park off Ross Barkley's shoulders. That's what we want him to do. He was fantastic for us today. He was work rate. He was passing the ball. He was going at players. Sometimes he slows it down, and it can be frustrating. But when you watch the movement of our alleged front three, it's static. So when he turns to try and play a ball, we're standing still. So sometimes that passes. And when you looked at West Ham's front three, their movement was much better. And that's what we've got to get to. And it started once the goal went in from Ross. The movement then started being quicker. People were interchanging. Balassi was there. Lukaku was dropping off, coming back. It just got so much better. We could have had more goals. We nearly scored one of the goals of the season. A fantastic bit of football. Lukaku danced away from two men, lays it wide. It goes wide cleverly, I think, puts it back. Or Coleman, Rom hits it first time. Adzi makes another brilliant save. And it could have been 5 or 6 in the end, really. Adrian's made 3 or 4 excellent saves. There was a stonewall penalty in there as well. It was ridiculous. It was that clear. It was assault on Garner. He's through, middle of the goal, keeper to beat. Why would he go down? And he's gone down. He's been dragged down. The referee knew he would have had to send the player off. And Anthony Taylor, who's totally inept all day, didn't give it. When it would have been the cherry on the cake. But it's our first 2-0 home win since September 2014, which is incredible, over 2 years. But it was fantastic. A nice clean sheet. Joe Robles deserved that. The defence deserved it. And it was a really, really good win in the end. And hopefully from now on we can get that confidence going. Ross, hopefully that weight's off his shoulders and he can keep putting performances in like he did today, because it was fantastic. When he plays like that, when he joins in, when he gets himself into the box, he's very difficult to mark. He's got the attributes, he's got the ability, just need to see it more, and he'll be soaring. People won't be able to get near him. Romelu Lukaku, I think it's his 50th Premier League goal. We need to get more help in and around him, quicker players maybe, or play it a little bit, play the game at a quicker rate and help him out as well. But all in all, a fantastic win. It gives us 18 points. It gives us that, bit of stability. It drags us back into that pack. 5 points off the top of the table in October, coming towards the end of October, or at the end of October rather, is a decent return. And we'd have all took it, I think. If in August, if we'd have said, going into November, you'd be 5 points off the top, we'd have been made up with that. So it's been a while. We've won the game, and we go on from here. We go to Chelsea next week in full of confidence and in full heart. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Baz. Catch you next time on Toffee TV.